How you going, guys? I'm Tom St. Jack, otherwise known as the Chief, and you're listening to Wolfies TV.
Yeah, so how you doing, Jack?
Yeah, very well, man. Very well indeed.
You been up too much today?
Just been organising an after party for rainbow surfing, having a little bit of an electro swing session with some of the guys coming in from overseas. Should be awesome,
Yeah,
man.
that sounds rad. And rainbow surfing is happening in exactly 10 days now, so you'll be getting excited. Tell us a little bit about the set you're going to be playing.
So me and my housemate Max, who DJs and produces under the name Watersville, we're doing a big electro swing carnival on the playground stage on Saturday night. So we've got Zion Train coming down, which is a big dub act from Germany. We've got Laszlo coming in, Slamboree coming in from the UK. We're going to be playing, we've got a local duo from Melbourne playing, Sect. They're going to be amazing as well, which do a whole bunch of, I suppose, instrumental tech house and deep techno and things like that. So it should be really fun.
Yeah, rad. Sounds like a good time.
Hell yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself growing up, where you came from, your educational background, when you discovered music and your love for music, and what path that discovery set you on.
I suppose for me, growing up, I grew up in Adelaide, had an awesome growing up in the Adelaide Hills, so always around nature and things like that. So always been into music as well. I suppose the first real kind of leaps and bounds in music that I started making was going through high school. Really started getting into metal. I got introduced to drum and bass as well, so really started to get a good appreciation for electronic music as well.
Yeah, sweet.
Then, going into, I suppose, study after school. I was going through acting school at the time. I got introduced, one of my friends knew a little bit about psytrance, which is, I suppose, the more psychedelic side of trance music. So you get a lot more melodies and high-powered bass and all these kind of things. It's really popular at a lot of the big doof festivals throughout the world.
Yeah, rad.
Got into that. Went to my first Adelaide doof with the Astral Lotus crew. They put on this festival called Reconnect, which was, I suppose, changed my life. It was the first doof I'd ever been to and inspired me to get into that kind of scene and really start DJing and things like that.
Yeah, well, I recently went to the Summer Solstice event. That was my first big doof. That was fucking sweet. It was rad.
Yeah, it's such a solid crew. Yeah, every one of their events has been absolutely mind-blowing for me.
Yeah, awesome.
I suppose I think it was about a year after my first party, I started to get involved in the doof scene and the organising of the parties over in Adelaide. Got my first opportunity to DJ about 18 months after my first doof, where I played at the Winter Solstice party. I can't even remember what year, I think it was 2011.
Yeah,
it was my first time that I DJ'd at, and started off playing Morning Starshine set, which is, I think the first track I played ever was a track called Ayahuasca by 1200 Micrograms, which is an old school psytrance act.
Nice.
That really inspired me to, I suppose it showed me a whole love of, I suppose, what you can give as a DJ as well, and the experience which you can give people.
Yeah.
And I really set my love off for it.
The song sounds like somewhat of Journey.
Yeah.
To those people who understand the reference.
Yeah.
So, who inspires you, or you just said who inspired you, but what new styles are you trying to incorporate into your music to make it yours and to cut through the friendly competition that fills the universe of EDM music?
Well, I suppose coming from Adelaide and being in the doof scene there, I felt that there was a lot of competition for me to really progress a long way if I just kept on playing psytrance, because so many of my other friends there play psy, whereas I started to look elsewhere for different genres that don't get played. And I suppose the two main genres that I stumbled across were glitch-hop, which, for those of you who don't know, I suppose, if you look at things like dubstep, it uses the same kind of manipulation of bass and musical style, but at the same time, instead of the origins coming from drum and bass, it comes from more hip-hop and soul and funk. So it's like full down-tempo bass, awesome funk grooves. Opio is probably one of the biggest names in glitch-hop at the moment. And then, on the other hand, I really got into electro swing, which is, I suppose, techno or house music, but I suppose all based on 1920 swing music. So it's got that real nice, full drive. Everybody loves electro swing.
Yeah, rad. So,
first?
Yeah, well, that was a pretty big question, and so, like, after something big, usually we let loose. So, what's your favorite track to let loose to at the moment, and why?
Wow. And it's always such a hard question, but I reckon it'd have to be a track called Sandberg by Tinush, who's a tech house producer from Berlin. I might even be able to show you a little bit of the track if you like.
Yeah, no worries, that'd be sweet.
Just track it down for you. Alrighty, so this one here. Yeah, definitely one of my favourites. It's definitely a lot more on the electro swing techno side of things that I've been enjoying recently.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly just elements of, I suppose, that happy, vibrant acoustic
Yeah,
elements to it.
definitely. Those higher pitched noises, those frequencies always give you kind of chilled out, relaxed, like happy feel.
Yeah. And then when it drops in, it's got that full, really nice warm bass, and yeah, I've had really good responses from it all over the place whenever I play it. So.
Yeah, rad. So, what's your favorite type of gig to play and why? What's the difference between this setting and other settings that brings it to a whole new level? How might the other settings, which can't compare, be brought up to this level? And what new settings might you like to see take place in the future?
Wow. I suppose for me, my favourite gigs that I like to play are usually at Bushdoofs, just because that's where I first got my love for it, and there's something really special about being outside with all these amazing people. There's a little bit more freedom involved, and I suppose the next stage for me is getting to bigger and better festivals, things like Rainbow Serpent and Maitreya Festival, getting those really big opportunities to play at big festivals. And I think the next stage for me is to start putting on those festivals as well.
Yeah,
So I've been
definitely.
working a lot with a crew over in Melbourne called Culture Jam, and yeah, me and Mick have been taking the final stages towards being able to put on a festival in the next couple of years. It's
Yeah,
been
rad.
really, really exciting.
Awesome. So, if you were crash landing on a desert island, you can only salvage one LP. Whose would it be and why? And do you reckon you'd ever get sick of it?
Wow, that is such a tricky question. I suppose listening to music every day, like try and spend at least 3 or 4 hours searching for new music every day.
Yeah, awesome.
Wow. I suppose one song that I know that I'll never ever get sick of, which is a bit of a song out of left field, is an old school 1960s psychedelic rock and roll band called Funkadelic.
Yeah, I love Funkadelic, man.
The
Good
track-
Thoughts, Bad Thoughts is my fucking jam.
Yeah, for me, man, Maggot Brain, the live version of that is just unbeatable. Like,
Yeah, dude. Well,
it's-
up at Wolfie's Records, man, we have heaps of Funkadelic on vinyl. You gotta come
Yeah,
check it
yeah.
out next time you're in Adelaide.
Oh, definitely, man. Come up to Stirling, check out the store for sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Alright, so, let's talk about Rainbow Serpent, man. Like, explain it to people who don't know, like, explain what goes on, like, sell it.
Uh, I suppose for me, Rainbow, I've heard it being described as a transformational festival. So people go there and they really get an experience to transform and be whoever they want to be, express whoever they want to be. You get people doing circus, you get people doing amazing food, workshops, music, all sorts of things. There's amazing fire twirling performances, there's world-class acts coming in. There's 4 different stages. For me, it's like going to a festival is just a playground for people to express themselves. So
Yeah,
there's
that
so many opportunities for people to just
I-
show their quirky things.
I'd actually like to quote that, man. A playground for people to express themselves. I'm gonna write
Definitely.
that
For me,
down.
that's what these festivals are all about.
Alright, we're gonna rip through the last questions and then, because we got 5 minutes left, and then if you could, like, play some material, that would be fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Or if you even started playing now, we can just talk over the top. So, What's geared up for the future, man? This can be long or short-term goals.
Well, I suppose long-term goals, putting on a festival and organising tours overseas. I really want to go over to the UK and play a whole bunch of tunes.
Yeah, rad.
What else do I want to do? Really want to get into producing music as well. I found over in Melbourne, because there's so much competition, there's so many DJs out there that a lot of the time to really get gigs, you need to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
You need to start producing. So for me, that's probably the next step in my production. I suppose in my career goals. Yeah. Other than that, I suppose the steps that I'll take towards that, really start focusing on spreading myself out throughout the community, really start making great contacts. I'll be trying to build up a crew which I can put on a festival with.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, build that so I can build it up to a stage where I can really start to get some awesome things happening.
Yeah, sick. What's your advice for up-and-comers?
Always stay true to your musical taste. I feel a lot of DJs compromise their musical taste so that they can please a bigger audience, where really I think audiences are looking after interesting things, you know?
Yeah.
What makes a DJ special is not what everyone else is playing, it's what he wants to play.
For
and
sure.
Just love the tunes to play.
I feel you, man. I feel you. And to wrap things up for the formal questions, if it were not for mixing, what profession do you think you'd choose and why?
So, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
What was the question again?
I said if you weren't a DJ, what profession would you choose and why?
Well, I find as a DJ it's really, really important to work at everything. So don't just be a DJ, be a DJ, a promoter. I want to really get into building festivals, so the more infrastructure side of things, building decor, building stages, working with sound systems. I suppose I'm also trained as an actor as well, so I've got that side of things as well, so I want to maintain acting. I've also really been getting into doing bar managing, so freelance bar work, helping run bars at festivals, so all sorts of things, man.
Wicked, man.
To
It's
be
awesome.
competitive, you need to be multi-talented.
Yeah, for sure. You'd say you're a jack of all trades.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's like jack of all trades.
I like it. Well, we have another 2 minutes, so I might ask you a few random rapid fire questions. It's not good to be negative, but who's like your least favourite musician?
Least favourite musician? Well, it's probably, it's definitely musicians which I try to not get involved in my life. I suppose a lot more along the pop commercial side of things. Having witnessed so many local producers, I know how much hard work goes into it all, and seeing people being carried by, I suppose, commercial producers is quite annoying for us.
Yeah, right
especially
on.
when we're working really hard all the way from the bottom. But people like Justin Bieber, all those people, not really my biggest fan. But
Yeah. Definitely feel you there. And what's the best like show festival you've ever been to?
Each festival is different for their own reasons. Like, I really love the Adelaide parties. They're a lot smaller and more intimate, I suppose. You really get to communicate with everyone there and have a really beautiful special experience. Whereas going to something like the Eclipse Festival that was up in Cairns in November last year, which is a 7-day festival with
25-second countdown.
Yeah, so it's a massive festival. I'm really looking forward to going to Boom next year, or this year actually. So I'm going to go over to Portugal for that.
Yeah, sweet.
Every festival is my favourite.
Yeah, well, we got 10 seconds left, so I'm just going to say cheers heaps for letting me do this interview, and hopefully we can help the Adelaide scene grow heaps more in the future. So, peace out.
Peace out from the Chief.